Madam Director.
Yes, ma'am.
Get started.
Oh, awesome. Let's get started. This is being live stream. Welcome, 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 all of our club sisters, all of our visitors. We definitely take this opportunity to welcome you to the New Haven Club Summer Wind Down event. We're letting go of summer and we are falling into our next season. Yeah. I hope that you enjoy the event that's planned for this evening. And you will also have the opportunity to also learn about our organization. So I welcome you to relax and enjoy this evening's event.
Thank you, Madam Director. Hello, everyone. My name is Fallon Thomas. I am the Vice President of the New Haven Club of the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Clubs, Incorporated. I would like to welcome you on behalf of our club president, Thretha Green, who will be joining us shortly. I invite you to listen and learn and take in a bunch of information and see how the women of this club collaborate and provide leadership and entrepreneurship. And we welcome you to ask any questions during the end of this event. Thank you. Now I'd like to turn it over to Madam Mistress of Ceremonies, Ashley Jones.
Good evening, ladies. As the Vice President stated, I am the Mistress of Ceremonies for this evening. I welcome you all. Let's hope we have a great event. Thank you. I'd like to introduce Novella Atkinson.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. So let's start out with an icebreaker, kind of get us to know each other a little bit of fun. I want to start out, if you have a birthday in the month of September, if you could raise your hand or give a reaction. Chantel, you're the first one to, and Tiffany. Okay, so Chantel, when's your birthday? You're muted.
Sorry, September 25th.
September 25th, okay. And club sister Tiffany, when's your birthday?
September 23rd.
Okay, so Chantel's closer to the date today, so I'm gonna take Chantel, thank you. So Chantel, pick a letter, any letter of the alphabet.
S.
We always pick the first letter of our name, right? But that makes it good. I'm glad you didn't pick X. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to name something and I'm gonna ask the sisters, because there's so many on the line, to put in the chat the first thing that comes to your mind, but it has to begin with the letter S. Okay, first person that gets something in the chat wins. We have a special prize. I'm just kidding. The prize is you won. Fruit. Fruit beginning with the letter S. Fruit. Looking for a fruit. Strawberry. Yep. Good. Any more? Let's see what we have in the chat. Star fruit. That's a good one. Okay. Good. Sugar is in fruit, right? Yep. Good. All right. How about a boy's name? Oh, Okay, all right. Sam, Stuart, Sean, Stanley, a lot of creative ones there. All right, this one might be a little bit harder. A movie. Oh, you guys are good. I'm not this good with this. Hold on, I see Save the Last Dance.
I don't watch TV,
Seattle.
so.
Scary movie. Okay, all right, good. How about a candy bar? Ah, Snickers. I don't know. I might be not good at this game because I couldn't think of that. Snickers. Everybody Snickers. Anybody got something other than Snickers? I can't think of anything. All right, I'll move on. An actor or actress. Sugar Daddy. Good, Tanya.
Actor.
Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, some of you are on this. Good. Sean Connery, Samuel L. Jackson. All right, just a couple more. I don't have a lot of time because we want to get on with our presentation. Let's see. A destination that you'd like to go to. Destination. Spain. Nice, Tiffany. St. Croix. Oh, Steve Harvey. Yep. Good. All right. And one more before I switch over to another quick one. Politician. St. Lucia. Nice. Politician. Local, federal. What? Oh, I got you guys stumped on that one. No Googling. There you go, Stacey Abrams. Yes.
Nice.
Nice. Who got that Stacey Abrams one?
I think it was
corresponding secretary. Nice. All right.
See, all that matters.
Exactly. So I want to get a little more interactive. Thank you for indulging me in that small icebreaker. A lot of us, we have our names and they come from somewhere, right? So I'm going to ask the club sisters, where does your name come from? What is the meaning behind your name? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it off and I'm going to popcorn it to somebody, to one of our sisters on the call. Okay. So my name, I'm named after my paternal grandmother. I never met her. She died when my dad was 12. And I've met a few people with the name Novella, but it means a short story. And so I'd like you to popcorn it to someone you don't know. So I'm going to popcorn it to Royce Haddlefield, Miss Haddlefield.
Hi, everyone. My name came from, my father's name is Leroy, and which I looked that up means king, and then Royce, son of king.
Nice. And do you want to popcorn it to someone you don't know on the call?
Let's see. All right, Evelyn. Evelyn.
Hello.
Hello, Madam Governor.
Oh, how is everyone doing today? I had to attend. What was the question again?
Tell us about your name. Where does it come from? Are you named after someone? What does it mean?
You know what? I'll have to do some research. My mom just told me. Oh, I think if they wanted me to be named Eve, but they wanted to add a little bit to it. So then they just put the Evelyn on, because so many people call me Eve. Hi, Eve. Hi, Evie, and all this other stuff. But legally, I mean, seriously, I have never researched it to see what the meaning of my name. I just loved it because it was close to Eve and she was the first. So that's it for me.
Thanks, Madam Governor. We're going to do a couple more. Madam Governor, can you popcorn it off picks to someone on the call that you don't know to tell us about their name?
Okay, I did see someone. Oh, I think I know this young lady, but I don't know her. Her name's Stephanie Paris Cooper.
Hello.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh, can you see me? I don't know.
Oh, did he call you before, Stephanie? I don't
Yes.
remember.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
okay. I just remember you slightly. So
Yes, I know. I do know you a little bit. Now I'll tell you later from where.
Okay.
But actually, my name is Stephanie Paris Cooper. I'm Stephanie Charlene. I'm named after my two grandfathers. My maternal grandfather name is Steve, and my paternal grandfather is Charles. I was named Stephanie Charlene. And of course, being Stephanie, I've researched that name before, and it means crown. So that's my name. That's where it came from.
Wonderful.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
And
All
we'll take one more, Stephanie. Can you pick someone?
Okay, let me look at the participants. All right, I don't know. I'm just going to take the first name that's up here, that's popped up. Malaysia Young.
I had a feeling it was going to be me. Hi guys, how everyone's doing? All I know is that my dad named me, and I was told that he was fascinated a little bit with the country, and that's just how I got my name. I don't think my name Malaysia stands for anything. But I think Malay stood for something. I can't remember. I remember I searched it back when I was in high school, but that's my story. My mom wanted to name me something else, which I'm glad, and I'm not going to share what that is, but that's where we got my name from.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I wish that we could go through everyone. However, I am under a time constraint because we want to get the program started. So thank you again for joining us. And I am going to turn it back over to Mistress of Ceremonies. Thank you.
Thank you, Novella. I enjoyed your icebreakers. Okay, at this time, we're going to do a membership overview. I'd like to introduce you again to the Director of Membership, Nicole Macon.
Good evening again, Club Sisters and visitors. It is my pleasure to invite you to this event. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the history of our organization. In July of 1935, Miss Ollie Chin Porter, president of the New York Club, extended an invitation to clubs organized as business and professional women's clubs to join and form a national organization. Our founders were owners, managers, college graduates, and professionally licensed women. The aim was then, as it is today, to attract women of high caliber to organize similar clubs within their communities. Facing the reality of the times, their daring and inspiring goals were to share their experiences and exchange information to protect their interests and to encourage and develop opportunities for Black women in business and professions. Now, when we look at our club, the New Haven Club, our club was chartered in 1944. The programs of the New Haven Club consist of education and business opportunities for entrepreneurship and finance planning, scholarships, and women's health education. Our mission is to promote and protect the interests of African American women in business and professional women, to serve as advisors for young people seeking to enter business and professions, and to improve the quality of life in our local and global communities, and to foster good fellowship. Some of our national programs of service they focus around leadership, entrepreneurship, technology, and service. So as a club and as a national organization, all of our community programs and initiatives are focusing around these primary pillars of our organization. And at this time, we have created a video that will provide you with an overview of our organization. Enjoy. Carla, I don't think we have the sound.
My
Thank
job
you.
is to make college easier because students have a lot on their
Thank you. You learned a little bit about the organization. I will provide you with additional information at the end of the presentation. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce you to our host for the evening, Shanquetta Johnson. She is part of the Traveling Vineyard, and she will be our wine guide.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Quetta Johnson, and I am a proud sister of the New Haven Club. I just joined this year, and I'm very, very excited to be a new member. I'm a special ed teacher by day, but by night and on weekends, I am an entrepreneur. So I have multiple businesses, one being the wine business. I am an independent wine guy with Traveling Vineyard. I started in April of this year, and I just have a love and a passion for wine. So that's why I just kind of ventured into this business. Tonight, I am going to share 4 of our most popular wines with you. I have pretty much tasted all the wines that we have, and let me tell you, they are delicious. But the 4 that I'm going to show you tonight, I have a white wine, I have a red wine, and I have 2 sweet dessert wines. But before I get into the wines, I just want to give you a couple of tips. One tip is how to taste your wine. So, you know, we all like to look a little sophisticated. Well, at least I do when I'm at a restaurant. So this is water though. This is a sparkling water, but I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So when you pour your glass of wine, you always want to kind of tilt your glass to the side like that. and then begin pouring. And once you start to pour, just tilt your glass back upright. You always want to just kind of look at your wine, notice the color. Then you want to smell your wine. So you just put it up to your nose, take a quick smell, and then you want to give it a nice, gentle swirl. And this is just to aerate your wine. And then you want to smell it again, because once you aerate it, you'll get that full aroma of it. And you just want to take a nice smell again. And then typically you'll take 2 to 3 sips. So your first sip is just to wet your palate. Just a little sip, taste it. And then your second sip, you want it a little longer, let it linger in your mouth a little bit. And then the third sip, which you may or may not need, you'll really get the full flavor of your wine. Typically, when you're doing a wine tasting, whether it be at your home, in-home wine tasting, or at a vineyard, you'll want to start with your dry and then move to your sweets. I always like to start with the white wine and then move into our reds. So tonight, I am going to show you one of our most popular white wines. It's called Peekaboo. This is our Chardonnay. It's a medium-bodied dry white. So I like to pair this up, and the foods that I have tonight are just foods you may already have at home, or just like snack foods that you can eat real quick. White wines, if you're out to dinner, I typically like to pair it up with any type of poultry dish or seafood. So tonight I just quickly paired it up with popcorn. This goes really, really good with popcorn. The Chardonnay also goes really, really well with anything coconut. If you're not a fan of coconut, then grab that popcorn. The second wine I'm going to highlight for you tonight, one of my favorites. I am a red wine drinker, love, love, love red. It's called Moto Rouge. And this is a Petite Verdo. So when I say the second name after the name of our wines, I'm typically talking about the variety of our grape. So the variety of grape to make this wine is called Petite Verdo. And I like to pair this up with some good old white cheddar Cheez-Its. Really, really good. Red wines are really good with dark chocolate as well. Once you're out to dinner, if you want to pair it up with a dish, I would suggest pairing your red wines up with anything beef, especially burgers or pastas. Red wine is really, really good with pastas. And I know I keep saying my favorite wines, because those, not the Peekaboo. I don't mind a good Chardonnay, but that Moto Rouge is one of my favorites. But another one of my favorites is the Pasada. And this is our Pasada Red. This is one of our dessert wines. So it's a real sweet, sweet wine. Not too sweet though, but this one, the alcohol content is very low. So if you're not really a wine drinker, this one I truly recommend. It only has about 5% alcohol content. So it won't give you that buzz that the other wines have. Typically, your wines will have anywhere between 11 and 13%. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat while I'm talking, or either just wait until I'm kind of done with the presentation. So our Pasada Red, our dessert wine, one of our sweet wines. I love this. I love this wine over ice cream. Take a bowl of vanilla, a bowl of chocolate, pour a nice, like 5 ounces, 6 ounces of this in there, and you will have the best dessert you've ever tasted. Trust me. But you can also pair it up, and I didn't make these, but you can pair it up with some brownies. This is also good by itself. I'll drink this by itself, but This with ice cream, amazing. And the last wine I have for you, which is its sister wine, one of our newest wines, is called Pasada Blonde. And I just love the bottle of it, that I really didn't want to open it when I got it, but I needed to know how this wine tasted. And I'm glad I opened it because I enjoyed the bottle by itself. But with this wine, I would pair it up with anything vanilla. So I just grabbed some golden Oreos and enjoyed this Pasada Blonde. This is our fizzy white. So the red is it has a slight fizz to it. Nothing overpowering, but something you can enjoy alone. Now the Pasada Blonde, really good with anything vanilla. It's also good with fruit. And I would recommend using orange juice with it to make a good mimosa. Like I said, I enjoyed it by itself. So I haven't had the chance yet to enjoy it as a mimosa, but again, this is amazing, amazing. I can't really show you, but this is a corkscrew bottle. So just a little wine tip I have for you. When you get wines, be it by Traveling Vineyard or if you buy one from the store, you always want to store your corkscrew bottles horizontally. So you want to lay them flat. Laying it flat will keep your corkscrew wet, so that way you preserve your wine longer. Keeping it upright will dry out the cork and it will make your wine go bad a lot quicker. There's bottles that have the twist top. Your twist tops, you can store upright because it doesn't have a cork and there's no spoilage in it. I just want to reiterate, I know I didn't show any dinners, but your white wines, typically they're good with chicken, fish, any type of seafood. And your red wines are really, really good with pastas, pork, beef, anything that is a little heavier. And we do have some new wines that are coming out this season. They are Italian. They're a little difficult for me to pronounce. I haven't brushed up on my Italian accent yet, but one of our most popular newer wines is our streamer. And those are 4 cans of a white wine spritzer. I thought I was gonna have it for this presentation, but it's coming tomorrow. So I can't wait to try it. And that concludes my presentation of our most popular wines. So if anyone has any questions, either you can type them in the chat and I'll answer it, or you can unmute and just ask.
What was the name of the last wines you said that you didn't get? You said Screamers or Streamers?
Streamer. So like the party streamers, is 4 cans of white wine spritzers. So each can is about 1.5 glasses. Our wines typically range in price from $16.99 with the most expensive at $29.99.
Do you have any red blends?
We do. Oh, I'm sorry. So we have wines that range from red blends, Pinot Noir, Merlots. We have rosés, sweet rosé, a drier rosé. We have Pinot Grigio. We have Syrah, Shiraz. And again, we have newer wines coming in that are Italian. And I can't pronounce those quite yet.
That's okay. What would you recommend for a red blend that's not too dry, but not too sweet? Like something like mid.
One of our red blends, and I'm hoping I have the I'm trying to think of the names. I'm sorry, I don't have my sheet in front of me.
It's okay. Is there
But if you go on the website, so, oh, and thank you.
Oh, yes.
If you want to take your phone and you want to scan the QR code that's on the screen, it'll take you right to the website. And under each bottle of our wines, it'll tell you what type of wine it is or what type of varietal it is.
Okay, I'm on here now. Thank you very much. That was a great presentation.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Malaysian chat. This was great. I love sweet wine, still trying to get into dry wine. So do you have like any suggestions how people can like progress or, you know, try to switch up their wine choices or taste?
So if you're getting into a dry wine, I would suggest Chardonnay, to start off with a Chardonnay. My company, we have the Peekaboo, but we also have one that's called Steeple Street. And again, our palates are so different that you'll just kind of have to, you know, try it and see which ones you like. I like the Steeple Street, but then I have other people who say they like the Peekaboo better. And again, they're both Chardonnays. So, but I would recommend starting off with a Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
And I'm also going to drop a link in the comments for anyone who wants to purchase any of our wines. Again, if you have any questions, if you use the Scan Me that's on the screen, I'm just putting your camera phone up to it. You can also contact me that way. I do offer in-home wine tastings for free, where I bring 5 of our wines to your home for you, family, and guests. And that way you can try our wines as well before you purchase.
And because we're a club that promotes entrepreneurship, can you tell us a little bit of how you got involved in being a traveling wine guide?
Sure. So again, I love wine. A couple years ago, a coworker of mine, we started off an adventure of traveling around Connecticut to the vineyards. And that's where I just got my passion for just for the love of wine, not so much just to drink it, but to actually taste it, understand where it comes from, understanding how the grapes are grown, and just different details like that. So I'm on Facebook one day, just scrolling, and I came across the post that said, hey, you can be a traveling wine guide. And I'm like, what in the world is that? And so I inquired about it. And what really caught my eye was that I could offer a free wine tasting in the comfort of one's home for free without having a liquor license. So I don't have a liquor license, but my company has an agreement with Connecticut that I can offer the in-home tastings. And that's what really made me become a wine guy.
Awesome.
Now, you said you like to go to the vineyards. Do you have a favorite vineyard in Connecticut, or have you been out of state?
I have both. My favorite vineyard in Connecticut is Cassidy Hills, and I actually help them harvest their grapes every Saturday from 8 to 12. I get my shares, and it's up in Coventry, Connecticut, and I go and I help harvest their grapes for their next batch of wines. I've been to the oldest vineyard in America, which is in New York. I need to go back though, because when I went, they had an event. So I wasn't able to taste their wines, but I'll get there soon. But I've been to just about all the vineyards that we have here in Connecticut, and I've been up the East Coast, all the way up to Cape Cod.
Are there any more questions for our wine guide?
Shaquita, how are the wines selected?
For an in-home wine tasting?
Yes, or how the company, Traveling Vineyard, how do they select what wines you present?
So for our tastings, we have I guess like we have a variety of packages that they put together. And again, we always go from a dry white to a sweet red. So what they do is they give you 2 whites, 2 reds, and 1 sweet. That way you have a variety of what you're tasting. So when I offer an in-home tasting, I will, present you with just a few options where you'll tell me, what types of wine you generally lean towards. And then I try to match the wines up to your liking, as well as introducing you to maybe 1 or 2 new types of wines that maybe you wouldn't think of. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does.
Any other questions? Okay, so by way of registering for this event, we chose 4 participants or 5 participants to receive a free bottle of wine. So the first bottle goes to our club sister, Tiffany Holmes, and she will get the Peekaboo as our wine guide told us about earlier today. And then our second wine, the Pasada, will go to Miranda Monthilston. I believe she's still on the call.
I'm here. Thank you.
Congratulations, Miranda.
Thank you.
And our third wine, the Pasada Bold, or Blonde, or Blondie, goes to Tashina Harris. Thank you, Tashina, or Sheena, as it's displayed on the screen, for registering and joining us today. And then our last wine second to last wine that was not shown today is it's called Smirk. And it is a South African Muscat. And that goes to Nikisha. Is Nikisha on the call? And if Nikisha is not on the call, then I will give it to someone else. Oh, Nikisha Jones, I do see her on the call. Okay. So I'm gonna do a countdown. And then our last wine that is not shown here, but it was the Moto Rouge, and that went to Yolanda. And I believe she's on via phone. So I thank you all for participating and joining us, and we will move to the next portion, which is pretty much the end. So share screen again. So Madam Director, if you can lead us in our follow-up instructions for anyone who's interested in learning more about the New Haven Club.
Yes, so thank you for all of our guests for attending tonight. I hope that you learned something. I know that I learned something tonight. And before I get started, I definitely want to acknowledge our district governor, Governor Evelyn Streeter Frizzle. She joined us tonight, and we're really excited to have her. So what are your next steps? If you are considering joining our wonderful organization in the mighty Northeast District, you need to provide, I think, Fallon, can you scroll up a little bit? Your information If I don't have it, you can email your information to the email noted on the screen. And it's membership at the New Haven Club. I have to memorize my email address. I think it's, okay. Is it there? Can everyone see it?
Yes, we can see it. It's membership@thenewhavenclub.org.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I have three emails for the organization, so I have to keep track of all of them. So please email me at membership@thenewhavenclub.org. What I will need is your name, your name and your contact phone number, as well as your email address. The next step in the process, if you are interested, in a couple of weeks, I will send you an email to join our orientation. So we'll talk a little bit more about the organization, about our national organization, after which time I can then forward you the application and all of the additional paperwork that you would need to complete to submit your new member application. I am targeting the orientation to be on October 14th. So again, email me your name, your to membership@thenewhavenclub.org, your name, your phone number, and then of course I'll have your email, and then I will send you the invite for our orientation, which will be on October 15th. You don't have to memorize that date. I will send it to you in the email. And again, thank you for joining us tonight. I hope that you enjoyed yourself. And again, thank you.
Thank you. Our Madam President gives her apologies for not being able to join us this evening. She was caught over in work. So I do want to invite our Madam Governor to give a few closing remarks if she would like to do so.
Yes, definitely. I would not be remiss if I did not come forth with some words. I thank you, the New Haven Club, my sisters, for presenting this wonderful program tonight. You know, I am a member of the New Haven Club, as well as I am the governor and of this district, and it's been a really wonderful presentation. I hope the sisters who were joining us tonight glean something from this presentation about our organization and who and what we are. And we're looking forward for them to show more interest, and we're providing them with more information. The information is, why do you want to become a member of this wonderful association? And I think that once you hear more and more about it, you will indeed want to be one of the ones that say, yes, I want to be a member. So thank you again for participating tonight, and I wish you all well. Good night.
Thank you. And to close off, I would like to say thank you to all of the committee members that helped to put this presentation on tonight. Thank you to our Madam Director of Membership for leading us in this effort, and who will also provide you in the next steps if you're interested. Thank you to everyone joining for taking time out of your evening. I know that we're all zoomed out at some point, and so I appreciate your attentiveness and willingness to engage in this program. This is an awesome sisterhood to be a part of. We are truly about our community and uplifting sisters and empowering them to be their best, not only for their families, but also for our community. And so once again, I thank you, thank you, thank you. And without anything else, I say have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you.
Good
Have a great
evening,
evening.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.